Hi you guys, it is Lee Porter VSG checking in with you for my week 48 post VSG app update. For those of you that don't know my history, I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on March 27, 2018 with Dr. Ben Muir in Willoughby, Ohio. I am 5'9". My highest weight ever was 330 pounds. My weight the day of surgery was 318 pounds, and my weight today, February 26th, exactly week 48 since surgery, is 195 even, 195. And the last time I checked in with you 2 weeks ago on February 12th for week 46, I was 195.8. So that looks like a loss of 0.8 pounds in 2 weeks. However, the looks can be deceiving because I will tell you some of the weights, the daily weights that I had since I checked in with you last. So February 12th, I weighed in at 195.8. That was my last check-in. By February 16th, I weighed 193.1. On the 17th, I weighed 192.5. 192.5 is the lowest weight I've seen. On the 19th, I was 193.1. On the 20th, I was 193.1. On the 21st, I was 193.6. On the 22nd, I was 194. And on the 24th, I was 193.1. Yesterday, I did not weigh myself. Today is the 26th, and I am 195. You guys, seeing that number on the scale was literally like taking a freaking bullet. I was like, what the fuck this morning? Seriously, my weigh-in day, I fluctuated up 2 pounds. It's not even like scientifically possible, by the way. If I'm being honest, I actually had a weird 2,200 calorie day on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. Could be remnants of eating a lot that day, I don't know, but still on Sunday I burned 2,600 calories. So even if I ate 2,200 calories, which is not normal for me, that's a really high day, I'm still in a deficit that day. So there's no reason I should have gained weight. The day before that, on Saturday, I consumed about 1,800 calories, but I burned 3,100 calories. I did my 5K in the morning. Then after the 5K, I did another walking aerobic exercise because I was just interested, and I did that for 20 minutes. And then I took my daughter swimming, and I swam straight in deep water for at least an hour and a half. We swam more than that, but I was constantly swimming in deep water for at least an hour and a half. That day, when I put in all my exercise on my tracker, I had burned 1,100 and some calories. Part of that time, I was also using these foam water weights where you can push down in the water and then pull up your legs so that you're working your core. So I did eat a little extra on Sunday, but I had overall a great week where I was in 1,000 calorie deficit at least every day, except for that day on Sunday. And even on Sunday, I was in, I don't know, a 400 to 300 calorie deficit. Yesterday, I was back to 1,500 calories for the day. Yesterday, I burned 2,600 calories, so that was 1,000 calorie deficit. So, there is no freaking reason why I should have gotten on the scale today and saw 195. 2 pounds? Are you kidding me? It's crazy. But anyway, it's Tuesday, and it's the day that I log my weight. I mean, I do weigh myself every day, but I only track it every Tuesday. Well, I track it every day. I put it in my phone calendar so I can always pay attention to it. That's how I have easy access to it. I also have one of these scales that syncs with an app on my phone, and it keeps track of everything for me. I don't sync that every day, but I do a lot. And anyway, I have a spreadsheet where I write down my Tuesday weight. And I'll be honest, I was a little tempted to lie in my spreadsheet today and just say I still weighed 193.1 because that's where I think I'm stuck, by the way. I don't think I'm stuck on 195. I think my stuck weight is 193.1, and I think I'll see that weight again in a day or two. Because last week on the 22nd, I got up to 194, and then the next day I was back to 193.1. So I do think the day that I saw the 192.5 was just a day that I was depleted of water, or I don't know, maybe I was just really regular that day. I think that was a fluke. I think this 193.1 weight that I've been seeing most days is the actual weight that I'm stuck on. And I'd mentioned in my previous videos that I've noticed this pattern where I lose a bunch of weight over a 10-day period of time, and then for 3 weeks I'm stuck. So I think since February 16th, I've been stuck on 193. and my weight changes since then have just been kind of water fluctuations. I believe my real weight is really at the 193 mark. And I've been stuck now for, 9 days, so I probably have, another 2 weeks maybe here, and so I won't be upset if I am at this weight. But anyway, recently I have been watching Barb's Do-Over and Nix or Nothing, and both of them had similar videos. Barb was asking the question, how come when I ate really healthy, I gained weight? And when I didn't eat as healthy, I lost weight? What happened there? Can anybody explain that to me? And then Nix or Nothing recently, I think, had a gain or maybe not as much of a loss. And she was kind of questioning that. And so I'll be honest, I'm not talking to medical professionals. Nothing I'm saying here is like scientifically proven, but I want to talk today about weight loss plateaus, getting stuck, and what I think is happening to your body, or at least what I think is happening to my body based upon the patterns that I've been experiencing. And in this segment, I'm going to talk about bodily functions that we all endure, and maybe it's going to be TMI, and I don't mean to be TMI girl, but maybe it's going to seem that way. So if you guys are nervous about that stuff, feel free to stop watching now. But I do believe that anybody watching this has either had the surgery or interested in the surgery and is probably very interested in the body chemistry that people are experiencing, and this won't be too much for you guys. So I hope that's okay. Fingers crossed. So here's what I think happens to me. It seems like during that week or week and a half where I'm losing like a pound every day or a half pound every day, I am like peeing nonstop all day. I have to get up in the middle of the night and go, and I'm at nighttime when I go to sleep, I'm sweating profusely. Like I will wake up in a pool of sweat, and this is really gross, you guys. I know, I'm sorry, but I can't control it. And I get happy now when I wake up in a pool of sweat, because usually that means I'm losing weight. And I think what's happening is during the 3-week period of time when I'm stuck or stalled at one weight, I believe that I am losing mass during those times. And I believe somehow my body is holding on to lots of excess water. And maybe it's even replacing fat that I'm dropping with water. And then what happens is I think that goes 2 or 3 weeks and my body cycles through somehow and it realizes I'm holding on to too much water. And then there's this period of time for 10 days where I'm peeing constantly and I'm sweating my ass off. And then all that water leaves my system and it takes away the fat with it. And then I get to my real true weight, which is, 5 to 7 pounds less than where I was stuck during my stuck period. And I've experienced this pattern enough now to really understand these signs. It doesn't seem to have too much to do with being regular. I mean, as all of you know that have had this surgery or are thinking of the surgery, I'm sure you've heard people talk about how you struggle to go. Like number 2, it's a big deal. You got to get a lot of fiber, and it's something that you have to pay attention to. I will tell you what I do personally is I take those like sugar-free fiber gummies. I take 2 of those every day. That's 5 grams of fiber. I drink a protein shake. More recently, I've moved from Premier Protein to the Atkins 30 grams of protein shake. That has 7 grams of fiber in it. It's 20 more calories than the Premier, but with 7 grams of fiber, I can't turn that down. I also eat 1 or 2 Atkins protein bars a day, and they have 7 grams of fiber. It depends on how my day goes. Some of those protein bars are really easy for me to grab. So some days I'll have a day where I don't really get a lunch. So I usually have one of those for like a snack every day. I have one for a snack every day, but on days where I don't get a lunch, then I'll eat it for lunch and then the snack too. And the Premier, the Atkins, like pretzel chocolate peanut butter bar, it's like 200 calories. This bar is like a lifesaver for me. It seems like a lot of calories, but it's a good amount of protein, I think 15 grams. It's got like 7 grams of fiber in it, and it fills me up for 2 hours. Like if I eat this bar for the next 2 to 3 hours, I won't think about food. And if I get busy at work and I'm wrapped up and I can't step away, like that bar is so vital to me to like just buy myself time before I'm starving. A lot of people that go through weight loss surgery don't experience hunger. I am not that lucky. Some days, it varies. Like some days I don't feel too much hunger, but there are quite a few days where I feel hungry all day. And I attribute that to the amount of exercise that I do. I exercise a lot. I'm burning a ton of extra calories a day. And I just noticed that since I've been exercising so much, seems like the more I exercise, the hungrier I am, and that makes sense. If it seems like my calorie intake is higher, I think it is. I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of people stick to like this 900 to 1200 mark, and I tend to stick to a 1300 to 1600 mark, and then some days on weekend days I might even go over that. I rarely ever go to like 1800, 2000. That is a really rare day for me. I did have one of those days last weekend, but I do eat more, but I'm exercising constantly, and I am burning at least 2300 to 3000 calories a day. So I think it's okay that I can eat up to 1500, 1600 calories even. It seems to be working for me. I mean, I've had lots of success so far. I mean, it does seem like my weight loss is slowing down in the recent couple months. As I get closer to my goal weight of 160, I knew that would happen. But I do think I'm still losing on average at least 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week. But just, it's very choppy. It's like a stair-step kind of pattern at this point. So, but anyway, I wanted to talk then, about those things that I experienced during my plateau, all that peeing and sweating. And I think that's just all the excess water in my body cycling through and my body getting rid of that. So since February 16th, when I got stuck at 193, I have found myself not having to like pee as much. I am trying to drink extra water. Water is hard for me, but I am trying to drink more. I have found that I don't sweat as much at night. And I really think this fluctuation of 2 pounds up has to do with like all that exercise I was doing over the weekend, like at the pool and like exercising my core muscles and stuff. Like I think that maybe my muscles are retaining more water. Like I did more exercise. Like I did crazy. I mean, I usually do a lot of cardio, but I don't do a lot of strength training. So this weekend I did a lot of both. And I think that my muscles are really just holding on to water. So with luck, if I wait out the next 2 weeks and do all the things that I'm supposed to do between, now and then, I do think I will hit a cycle where I drop a ton of weight, and hopefully I'll see the high 180s, 188, 187 would be awesome. Weirdly, even though today I'm up 2 pounds, I feel smaller. Like my clothes are fitting me good, and I'm like in a tight space, so I don't think that you guys can like see me. I completely dropped you. This is so awkward. Okay. I don't know if this is even gonna work, you guys. Okay. I just wanted to see if you could see like a little of my body to see how like things are progressing, you guys. It's coming together. It's a tight space and I can't go back further. So I guess you can't really see. It seems like I do these videos and you can only see the top of me, and the top of me is like the heaviest part of me. So, I don't necessarily know if I look smaller or not. My legs have definitely shaped up really nicely. Okay, you guys, so that is the week 48, month 10 update. It was kind of like mumbly and all over the board, and I hope that's okay. I really enjoyed keeping up with your updates, and I will come back to you guys when I have something more to say. All right, take care. Bye-bye.